Alright, on this video covering live from sunny Atlantis to be exact. Well, that was kind of redundant. Last time we went big game hunting with us next to Artemis, who went snores some animals for her, got our population up somewhat, and way above what their limit is, but let's proceed, shall we?
The half-men, half-horse monsters have done the unthinkable. They have attacked and completely destroyed Euemus. I credit the gods with your uncle Euemon's successful escape, but we must prepare ourselves against further attack. The gods have already done so much for us. I think that we can handle this particular monster problem ourselves. Take care to fortify Atlantis, lest these murderous brutes set their sights on you.
Alright, so let's see. War and ethics, rules, Senia, rule mount, game? How do you say that? Rule mount, Phaestus. And let's go back to the city, and they don't seem to have much of a military. And now we can build chariot factories, so let's find a suitable location.
Choose me, and you'll never have to fear fire.
Make 2 chariot factories down here. Make chariot window here. Before I forget, however, make part 4 save here. That is where we're at, right? Yes, part 4, and let's see. Our passes looks ripe for the picking. Let's dispatch our forces there, and our army is marching on the map to conquer Mount Phaestus. While we work to construct some chariots and stuff like that. Looks like Enomon, however, developed and they're not buying any olive oil, so it's not have any standing around in the trade force. Like you see, they deliver wood to the chariot factories, then they pick up horses and start constructing on chariots. It takes their own time. Like you see, the chariots are produced, the factory needs to supply wood and horses or both. Yeah. Let's make a couple of frigates over here. Trade you Aphrodite.
Heavens, there aren't nearly enough people in this city to adore me.
They do something about it. I know, I'll fill your houses with people. So we get some extra people moving into the city as soon as possible. Still missing their Senia, they're at Mount Phaestus right now. Gades is quite fortified at the moment though, so they should be able to help us out if we need it. You can go to Mount Phaestus. Well, there's also a video here. Artemis victorious is no matter, and then your spouse is ashamed. Spouse? Spounch? Spounch? That's an interesting name. Mount Phaestus is now. Still up at your screen, you can put like quality money. A couple of hunting lodges here for Artemis to bless if she happens to wander by this direction. Let's see, we could build a pyramid if we felt like it in the meantime. They're like chariots at the moment. What kind of losses did we take? Not very large losses. Let's make a save here. 4.5. You should have little trouble dispatching these foes because they have so little shields. Remember, this is quite an easy adventure, but then the Mount Game is next and then Senia is last. Borf. Plov. Spounge. Victorious warriors return. Exiled villagers, brave soldiers have returned from their triumph and solved the Mount Faces.
Choose me, and you'll never have to fear fire.
I control flames as the journey of forces, not a single ton of fire will touch your city. Make some extra cattle. Remember, we need to have a food production or else the citizens go hungry.
There aren't any enemies on our waters right now, but we're ready for them when they do come.
Those are frigates. As soon as some organ of the others raft, its frigates will be able to rain hot and their fire on its foes. Chief Invader of Mount Faces, dear led Dreadnought Vilacry, Sponge of Mount Faces, willing your to offer him a tribute to the year to the 350 drachma, and may you find a great noble use for this coming year. GG, thanks.
My spear is at the ready, but there is no enemy. Maybe there's some other spear carrier who could use this spear.
Dispatch our forces to conquer Mount Game, however you say it. Mount Jane. Oh, that's not it. And Amazon still don't say a word if you try to talk to them. And we have every single industry except for silver right now, and urchins, and such. Mount Game launches invasion. Horrors! Video club! I still have more article around Central War Party from Borf, leader of Spanish games, and will return in 2 months. Horrors! I say! Horrors! All kill message main. October, the time of has passing. Arm has sent a war party from Mount Game will arrive here to conquer. The Ocean commands really hold the tactical decisions for you. And there are archers.
Ooh, the enemy will be here soon. I can't wait.
Female archers, might I add. One game, and apparently they went away because we conquered them. So the wall section here and stand down, general. Everyone calm down. And then there's only Xenia left. Xenia, however you say it. I should put something fancy like how you say Gades instead of Gades. Make a save here. This should be a rather quick episode, because we took care of building our city in advance. Xenia has 2 shields, however, instead of just 1, so take care to prepare for that.
I thank the gods.
This city!
There's nothing more beautiful than a well-made chariot. With the right horse, it can go from 0 to 40 in 3 minutes.
Not the name, Honda Goras. Most of these chariot vendor guys are named after cars, like there's Oricles and stuff like that, but yeah. Honda Cleese, whatever. Just keep your eyes on that if you feel like it. It's very interesting. Gades under attack. These are terminal tension over. Major Family is attacking me while Gades and my zero Gades. You need to help turn back to zone. Please interrupt me in 2 months to help us carry the day. They're going to Gades to help the bandit, and then we'll go and take Xenia out as soon as they return. And we can use ships to attack them. We need some kind of housing block somewhere, but where? It's a good question. Remember to have room for Forge of Hephaestus somewhere around here. When you in later you'll have to need that. What a building?
Choose me, and you'll never have to fear fire.
And then they are going to Gades. Gades have a large standing army, so they should be able to fend out for themselves. Like a small housing block over here, so we get some more people to staff our frigate rafts. Take out this house, take some trees from here, and let's make observatory and a lab, university and workshop down here. Remember, Gage goes to Mohali. The forces you have to help my defense are in time together we will defend after attack. I gave these things Mohali than I did. Yeah, small living quarter over here. What kind of losses did we take? Small losses, nothing too much.
Heavens! There aren't nearly enough people in this city to adorn me.
Pure payment game, purses. Dreadful Widowcry, sponge of Mount Phases, willing on character offering my tribute 350 drachmas. May you find a great and noble use for it in this coming year. Look, after this we're requesting assistance. They can spare troops apparently. So these guys spare troops. Oh. Nope. And they only have one shield left, so that's what we're taking them out when our forces return. This is the only military campaign in Birth of Atlantis, by the way. It's smaller though, but regardless though, it's rather short, easy, and not very hard. The Hunter's Artemis gave you this grand honor to thank you for your help in gathering animals for a Menagerie. Victorious warriors return. And let's make a save here. And send our forces to attack Xenia. There they go. And yeah, this is a rather quick version. If you did what I did, and you built your city like that, by the way, these have Atlantean fire, you can tell by the fire rising from those furnaces on the back. That's the weapon system. This raft frigate has Atlantean fire launcher made by some mysterious orichalk, however you say it. In time you'll have many chariot companies, but for now you'll have just spearmen and some charioteers running around. That's good. This factory is missing a worker. Chariots are still being made. Chariots aren't maybe made as efficient as they could be.
There's nothing more beautiful than a well-made chariot. With the right horse, it can go from 0 to 40 in 3 minutes.
Pontiac. What's he doing, by the way? He's pushing a wheel alongside him. There are Xenia, hopefully to conquer it. They should with that many shields. Some building just collapsed. That's weird. Why did this guy make it collapse by just not doing as he should? Now let's delete that over there and make this the main maintenance office for this block.
What have we done? How were we to know? These half-men, half-horse beings that we took for horrible beasts were a race of intelligent beings called centaurs, and we have utterly destroyed them. These centaurs had built a beautiful city at Senia, with a gorgeous shrine to Dionysus, and even one to my own father, Poseidon. How were we to know? The learned scholars say that we should take pains to discover everything we can about other creatures and peoples before we fight them. They believe that this horrible tragedy could have been averted. This seems reasonable, but isn't there something else we can do to prevent us from sinking into barbarism again?
Barbarism, like a barbershop? And peoples, not people, peoples. Anyway, war antics. We conquered the centaur outpost and utterly destroyed them. I don't think the gods are gonna be too filled up with us about that, but I'm glad with this video course, and I'll see you next time when we continue the birth of Atlantis.